In a small town nestled between mist-covered hills, an age-old legend whispered among its inhabitants. It spoke of a mysterious stranger who only appeared at the stroke of midnight. Many dismissed the tale as mere folklore, yet each new moon brought a sense of anticipation and unease. Our story begins with Emily, a curious young woman with a penchant for mysteries and a mind hungry for adventure. Emily had heard the town's tale ever since she was a child, a stranger roaming the streets in the dead of night, knocking on random doors. Most claimed to have never seen him, for he was said to vanish if confronted directly. Some insisted they had heard the knock, but were too afraid to answer. One particularly foggy evening, the clock tower struck 11, and Emily found herself staring out of her window, the moon barely peeking through the swirling mist. Her heart pounded in her chest, driven by both fear and excitement. She had always been one to test boundaries, and tonight was no different. As the minutes ticked away and midnight approached, Emily sat silently in her doorway, guessing at which house the stranger might visit. She knew that her own door had never been graced by his mysterious knock, but she harbored a secret hope that this time it would. Midnight came, heralded by the solemn tolling of the town's clock. Emily stiffened, listening intently as each chime echoed through her silent neighborhood. Nothing moved except the fog curling in ghostly tendrils across the street. Then, it happened. 3 deliberate knocks echoed through the night, coming from the front door of Emily's house. Her heart leapt as she rose slowly, the air tingling with anticipation. Every creak of the floorboards seemed to roar in the silence as she approached the door. Taking a deliberate deep breath, Emily turned the handle and cautiously opened it, bracing herself for what might be beyond. To her astonishment, there stood a figure cloaked in shadows. The stranger was tall, dressed in dark, flowing garments, and his face was hidden beneath the brim of his hat. "Good evening," came his low, enigmatic voice, sending a shiver down Emily's spine. "May I come in?" For a moment, doubt flickered in Emily's mind. However, her curiosity overrode caution, and she nodded an invitation. The stranger moved with an air of mystique, entering as silently as the mist itself. Inside, he studied her living room with eyes obscured by gloomy shadows. "I am here to offer you the knowledge of answers," he said cryptically. "Answers to what?" Emily queried, cautiously intrigued. He turned his head slightly, fixing her with an unseen gaze. "The answers to questions you dare not ask," he replied, leaving Emily with a sense of both thrill and trepidation.